somewhere in Europe. I used to read the Picayune Times Gazette. Hello, friend, and welcome to a brand new series here on the Scotty Euclid channel. This is Where in the USA is Carmen Sandiego, the enhanced edition from 1991, a remake of the original from 1986. I'm very excited to start this series and start this game. Pick this up on YouTube. I'm playing the game from the original discs off, or the original files off the 3.5-inch floppy disk. And I even have here Fodor's U.S.A. Fodor? How do you pronounce the dude's name? Eugene Fodor. Fodor? I don't know. But this is Fodor's U.S.A. Broderbund edition. And so we get through the copy protection and all that. Oh, we're going to have some fun here. I'm going to hit a new game here. We're going to get that old wily Carmen Sandiego. Yeah, this should be exciting. As a kid, I had Where in Time is Carmen Sandiego. Never had Where in the USA, never had Where in the World, and I have both of them now, and so we'll be able to play those as part of the channel. So, headquarters, Monday, 4 p.m. Detective at keyboard, please identify yourself. Hopefully the audio is okay. If the audio's the game audio is bad, we'll fix it the next time around. I am new here. There is no record of your name on Interpol files. And yes, I am new here. You have been identified, Scotty. Your current rank is Gumshoe. Flash. Charleston, West Virginia. Shenandoah Valley apple crop stolen by masked male. Acme News. Your assignment, track the thief from Charleston, West Virginia to his hideout and arrest him. You must apprehend the thief by Sunday, 4 p.m. Good luck, Gumshoe Scotty, the chief. Yeah, we're doing USA first because I figured this might be a little easier because I'm from the United States and probably will do quite well. And once I'm comfortable with this one, we can play Where in the World is Carmen Sandiego, and I can embarrass myself by my lack of geography skills. So here we go. Welcome to West Virginia, the mountain state. Colorado might have something to say about it, but West Virginia has almost no flat land. Rugged mountains, steep hills, and deep valleys cover most of the state. I promise not to read all of those descriptions, but hey, we're new to the game, and we'll see what happens. San Francisco, Seattle, or Little Rock will be our next destination, but we've got to ask for clues, and that's what this menu does. Let's head to the library and find out where we might be going next. Researcher says he asked for a book on the history of Eureka Springs. Okay. We go to the visitor center. He asked for apparently a state that only has Eureka Springs. All right. I think I know the state. He said he planned to hike up Hot Springs Mountain. He had peroxide hair, so we know he is a blonde. Peroxide is a chemical you can put in your hair to make a blonde. And let's see if that gives us enough. Mylar Naugahyde or Sheriff Paul Drive is our suspect, but Eureka Springs, I believe, is in Arkansas. And so we're going to head to Little Rock. Nice 3-hour flight from West Virginia to Arkansas. Welcome to Arkansas, the land of opportunity. Arkansas has the only major diamond field in the U.S. Visitors to Crater of Diamonds State Park can dig for diamonds and keep any they find. Yeah, that's true. I've heard that. So we're either going to Boston, Louisville, Boise, or back to Charleston. But usually you don't go back. You only go forward. So Boston, Louisville, Kentucky, Boston, Massachusetts, Boise, Idaho. Let's see what we got. At the university. Okay. So this is, if you haven't seen the Carmen Sandiego games before, this is a common thing. If you're on the right track, you'll see a vile henchman. And fun ensues. I don't know. He was studying the geology of Mammoth Cave. He was eating jambalaya. Now, this is, admittedly, this is jambalaya. Is it Creole or is it Southern? Jambalaya is Southern, is jambalaya. I'll say it's Southern. Okay, we think it's Mylar Nagahide, but let's look at the other clues just in case we goofed it up. So Mammoth Cave. He wanted to know if there were any good restaurants in Paducah. He had a Mets ticket. Okay, this definitely gives it away then. So his sport is baseball. New York Mets are a baseball team. Okay, we got the right guy then. Presumably. Yeah. Okay, so, okay. I'm still going to say jambalaya then is Southern. I'm glad I checked, but... Okay. Oh, sleeping. Gotta sleep. All right. Takes a lot out of you, doesn't it? Paducah. And then the athletic club. So Paducah is a city in the state. And he wanted to take riding lessons in bluegrass country. All of that points to Kentucky. So we'll head to Louisville, see what happens. Is jambalaya Southern food? Jambalaya? I don't know. Welcome to Kentucky, the bluegrass state. Kentucky is famous for its racehorses. Hundreds of horse farms dot the bluegrass country around Lexington, the horse center of America. All right. So in theory, if we're on the right track, well, I know we're on the right track, but it's either New Orleans, Annapolis, Maryland, or Hartford, Connecticut. To the library. Another vile henchman. He said he was going to make a study of 17th century homes in New London. He had a lug nut in his hand. Well then, if he had a lug nut, then his hobby is cars. It's auto repair. Sheriff Paul Dry. Oh, jambalaya is not a Southern food. Well, I'll have to look that up later. Let's see. He was going to... I forgot the first part of the clue. I'm sorry. We'll just go with the auto club. Oh, it's 17th century homes or whatever. Oh, yeah. He wanted a roadmap of New Haven. He was dressed for a square dance. Okay. New Haven. Yeah, we know where we're going. We're going to Connecticut. Hartford, specifically. New Haven is major city in Connecticut. Welcome to Connecticut, the Constitution State. Connecticut, one of the original 13 colonies, had the first written constitution in the U.S. That's why it's called the Constitution State. Okay, then. Let's go to the library again. Well, watch your step. Now, that means we're in the last place. Now we just have to pick the right location to find our friend here. So let's go to the auto club. Here we go. That's the good music. While we're capturing the sheriff here, jambalaya is Creole, American Creole and Cajun rice dish. So I should have swung that instead of Southern. But me being a Northern Yankee, I view Southern and Creole as kind of the same thing. I know Southerners will be very upset by that. But thanks to your help, the police have apprehended Sheriff Paul Drive and returned the stolen goods to the grateful residents of Charleston, West Virginia. I forgot what he stole again. Mountains? I don't remember. We hear that. Thank you for your good work on the case. Congratulations, you have earned a promotion. Before you're promoted, you have one more clue to unravel. Now, this here is the This is the copy protection, because you can take 3.5-inch diskettes and clearly move files all over the place, copy the disk, all that sort of stuff. So what they did is in the game, they packaged this gigantic 800-plus page Photos U.S.A. Bruderbund edition book, and I have to look up something in the book. So here's what we do. Use the travel guide to help you answer the following question. Which state is featured on page 425? A hard question to answer if you don't have the book, but I do. By the way, if you have the disc but you don't have the book, the Internet Archive is your friend. Look up Fodor's U.S.A. 1986, and you'll find an online copy of it. 425, though. Why, that there is the state of Georgia and a map of Georgia. Delightful. Georgia. There you go. I'm now a junior investigator. 3 more cases until my next promotion, so I can put that book aside for now. Let's do another case. We've got plenty of time. It's going to take a few cases for us to actually get to Carmen. They don't let you catch Carmen until you've done like 30 or 40 cases. But that's okay. That's part of the fun. Replayability and all that. Trust me, it's coming back. There we go. Okay. We have to reset to Friday, 10 p.m. You have been identified, Scotty. Your current rank is junior investigator. I think I need a different voice for the chief. Flash, Las Vegas. The Comstock load stolen by masked female. Acme News. Your assignment, track the thief from Las Vegas to her hideout and arrest her. You must apprehend the thief by Thursday, 10 p.m. Good luck, junior investigators. Scotty, the chief. Here we go. Welcome to Nevada, the sagebrush state. Silver was discovered in Nevada in 1859. Virginia City, near the Comstock lode, quickly became the richest city in the U.S. All right. Here we go. Let's go to the Historical Society. I won't show the places in advance this time. Part of the fun. Oh, but we do have to sleep, though. She asked for a guidebook to a state with more than 10,000 lakes. She was raven-haired. That's black hair, I think, is what they're going for. Yeah, raven is black. Blackish. Gypsy Rose lasagna or Carmen. It ain't going to be Carmen Sandiego. So if we get stuck, we know it's Gypsy Rose. More than 10,000 lakes, you say, huh? She wanted a map she could use when traveling west of Wisconsin. You know, Wisconsin has its share of lakes, too. I'm just saying that as a native. Sports Center. She asked about a stern-wheeler trip on Lake Minnetonka. And anybody who loves Purple Rain will tell you we're headed to Minneapolis. My wife is a big Prince fan, and she was so excited when I took her to Lake Minnetonka in Minnesota. Because I grew up in Minnesota and Wisconsin. So, welcome to Minnesota, the North Star State, but not the North Stars State. That was a hockey team in the 80s. Minnesota is where the Mississippi River begins. I've been there. It starts as a small stream flowing from Lake Itasca in the north central part of the state. You can actually walk across that stream, and it soon becomes the mighty Mississippi. Pretty cool. To the library. We're on the right track, and nobody reads Variety in Minneapolis. I'm sorry. She said she wanted to write a paper about the International Peace Garden. She had the boss on her shirt. All right. Well, the boss is Bruce Springsteen, and Bruce Springsteen is rock and roll. Now, Gypsy Rose lasagna, just as I said. So now that we have the warrant, we can arrest her at the end of the game, this round of the game. But we need to know where to go next. So we go to the Visitors Center. Okay, International Peace Garden. She planned to visit a state that borders the Canadian provinces of Saskatchewan and Manitoba. So it's a state that borders Canada. And Saskatchewan and Manitoba is kind of in the middle of that part of Canada. So I'm thinking like North Dakota, maybe? I think they have an International Peace Garden. She said she was going to sail on Lake Sakakawea. Folks from North Dakota, let me know how you pronounce that. Yeah, Bismarck is the only one that borders Canada. So we go to North Dakota. Fun fact, did you know that there is a where in North Dakota is Carmen Sandiego? Yeah, it was created for the schools there and to celebrate a state anniversary of some kind. And in theory, you can play it on the Internet Archive, although I've never been able to get it to work. Welcome to North Dakota, the Peace Garden State. The geographical center of the North American continent is located at Rugby, North Dakota. Huge buffalo herds once roamed this prairie state. I've been to North Dakota once, and nobody in North Dakota reads Variety either, so yeah, bad disguise. She was studying the history of tobacco farming in the United States. Place tobacco farming. I've got a guess, and I think I've confirmed it. She asked for a map of Cape Hatteras National Seashore. She had a crystal ball. One more. What the hey? She planned to hike through the Great Smoky Mountains. She's in North Carolina. So Raleigh, which is another city I have been to. Raleigh was a very nice place. I was very surprised by that. I had to go there to work once. Very nice. Apparently, the only relevant thing in Raleigh, North Carolina, is an event that happened 110 years ago. Right? That's the Wright brothers plane, right? Welcome to North Carolina, the Tar Heel State. In April 1776, North Carolina's Provincial Congress became the first colonial representative body to resolve in favor of American independence. And then they flew the first plane there, and that's all she wrote. Again with the Variety person. Very odd. She was writing a romance set in the Blue Ridge Mountains. She was eating a burrito. So we don't need the extra clues with the burritos and all that. Blue Ridge Mountains. Oh, I think I know. She planned to visit, oh boy, Assateague Island? Assateague Island, I'm going to say. She was eating a burrito. She was really eating a burrito, huh? Blue Ridge Mountains. She said she was going canoeing on the Rappahannock River. And we've already been to Bismarck, so it's either New York City, Richmond, Virginia, or Montgomery, Alabama. This one might have stumped me this time. The Blue Ridge Mountains made me think West Virginia. So maybe it's Richmond? I'm going to guess Richmond. Okay, and we'll fly back to Raleigh if we're wrong. Welcome to Virginia, the Old Dominion. Virginia has played a leading role in U.S. history. George Washington, Thomas Jefferson, Patrick Henry, and Robert E. Lee all came from Virginia. That is true. Oh, phew. Okay, I picked the right one. I mean, if the Blue Ridge Mountains are in West Virginia, probably in Virginia, too. Watch your steps. So we're close, and we've got plenty of time. So we should be good. We've got the warrant for Gypsy Rose Lasagna, right? Is that her name? All right. To the Sports Center, the Richmond Sports Center. There she goes. Not been to Richmond, Virginia, though. Hey, there we go. There we go. That's the good music. It means we captured the right person. Had the right warrant, too. Nice. Thanks to your help, the police have apprehended Gypsy Rose Lasagna and returned the stolen goods to the grateful residents of Las Vegas. We here at Acme thank you for your good work on this case. Your success will be noted on your record. 2 more cases until your next promotion. Ready for your next case, Scotty? I think we got time for one more. These took about 10 minutes a pop, a little less than 10 minutes. So we'll do one more and then save the rest for another video. Hope you're enjoying it so far. It's been fun. It's been fun playing this one, especially as an adult who should know where most of these places are by now. So that's kind of cool. As a kid, you don't know where all these places are, so you have to keep looking things up in the book, you know. But I've been places. Flash, Columbus, Johnny Appleseed's secret cider recipe stolen by masked male. Your assignment: track the thief from Columbus to his hideout and arrest him. You must apprehend the thief by Tuesday, 5 p.m. Good luck, junior investigator Scotty, the chief. So we are in Ohio, the Buckeye State. 8 U.S. presidents were born in Ohio: Grant, Hayes, William Henry Harrison, Benjamin Harrison, Taft, Garfield, McKinley, and Harding. So now you know. Historical Society, let's get a clue. He was doing research on Washington's winter in Valley Forge. So we're in the northeast part of the country. Valley Forge. To the Tourist Bureau. He said he planned to drive on the Benjamin Franklin Parkway. He was carrying tarot cards. Let's put that in the system. He was carrying tarot cards, which is fortune telling. Carl Lafong, Svengali. Oh, I get it. Okay. Sleeping. He planned to bicycle to Valley Forge. So where is Valley Forge? It ain't in Denver. I know that. And it ain't in Tulsa. It's Philly. Benjamin Franklin Parkway. Benjamin Franklin, of course, famous citizen of Philadelphia. Welcome to Pennsylvania, the Keystone State. Pennsylvania is a leading producer of steel. Much of it manufactured in the steel mills of Pittsburgh at the juncture of the Allegheny and Monongahela something river. I don't know. Tell me how to pronounce that in the comments. Here we go. Philadelphia. I was pleased with Philadelphia too. I've been there a couple of times in the city center. Nice spot. He was writing a short story set in Dixville Notch. I believe I know that city from something. I don't want to give it away just yet. He asked about bus service from Manchester to Nashua. Nashua, if you're a U.S. The Office fan, you know Nashua's in New Hampshire. But let's see if we can get a clue about our crook here. Yes, we do. He was planning to leave on a sailing trip from Portsmouth. He had a David Bowie tape. David Bowie is rock and roll. That didn't help us any. Okay. We depart. I mentioned it was New Hampshire. Concord, New Hampshire. Dixville Notch, by the way, I believe is the little small town that votes first in presidential elections. Like as soon as it crosses midnight Eastern time, there's like 6 people that live there and they all vote for president. And all the major news networks go there for some damn reason. So Concord is where we're going. New Hampshire. Welcome to New Hampshire, the Granite State. The capital of New Hampshire is Concord, located on the Merrimack River in the south central part of the state. That is the Old Man in the Mountain. And since this game's publication, the Old Man in the Mountain is actually eroded away. And there is no more Old Man face on that rock anymore. It was featured on the state quarter for New Hampshire. And then like a decade later, it eroded away. So, yeah. Time marches on. To the Historical Society. Another vile henchwoman. He said he was writing a book about the history of the film industry. He had black hair. Well, thank you. Make it. I don't have to interpret it. Carl Lafong is who we're going for. The film industry. Let's make sure it's where I think it is. He asked for directions to Hearst Castle. He has seats on the 50-yard line, so he's a football fan. Hearst Castle and the film industry in the U.S. is in California. So San Francisco is where we're going. Welcome to California, the Golden State. The Golden Gate Bridge, completed in 1937, spans San Francisco Bay. It is the second longest suspension bridge in the United States. See, now that makes more sense. Reading Variety, going to the Walk of Fame in California, that makes sense to me. He was writing a romance set in the Blue Ridge Mountains. Well, we kind of know where we're going now, but let's get another bit of confirmation. He said he planned to spend a night at Williamsburg, historic Williamsburg. So we are going back to Virginia, Richmond. Oh, it could be West Virginia, but Richmond this time. So back to Richmond. Virginia's capital is Richmond. The capital, as well as the University of Virginia campus, is in nearby Charlottesville, and was designed by Thomas Jefferson. Of course, Charlottesville made the news. Not so good news a couple of years ago, with the tiki torches and all. I believe we've reached the end, and we do have a warrant for Carl Lafong. The only thing I tell you is watch your step. There we go. Is this the right one? No. Sure like cement, though. Hiding out at the stadium in Richmond. Here we go. See if we get the good music. That's it. That is it. Carl Lafong. Boom, boom, boom. We have done it. Thanks to your help, the police have apprehended Carl Lafong and returned the stolen goods to the grateful residents of Columbus, Ohio. We here at Acme thank you for your good work on this case. Your success will be noted on your record. One more case until your next promotion. Ready for your next case? I am, but it won't be happening in this video. Thanks for watching, folks. Tune in for more in the Where in the USA is Carmen Sandiego series. And until next time, this is Scotty Euclid saying thanks for watching. Don't forget to do all the things you're supposed to do on YouTube, and we'll see you next time. Bye-bye.